Hey guys, my name is Jessica and today's day 179 of me talking to the camera, and I came across this post on Threads today where it was a conversation between a mom and her son had messaged her to pick up a pair of shoes, anything in a size 5, and she didn't hesitate to ask like why. She was just like, what do you need them for, wrestling or normal shoes? And he responds, normal shoes, and it's for a kid at school who has a pair of shoes that are torn and they can't afford another pair of shoes. And she responds that she will pick up a pair and bring them to school when she picks him up at the end of school today, and that she's proud of him for growing up to be such a good human. And I wish that more parents would teach their children to be empathetic towards others and do these random acts of kindness without expecting things in return, just because it would be a good thing to do for somebody else. And that post made me really emotional, and it made me think back to like the moments in my life where I've done like random acts of kindness for people without like expecting things in return. And I would say that I'm someone who does this pretty frequently. There was this moment in high school that definitely stood out, and at my high school we used to do this thing where it was like, when it's your birthday, your friends would like decorate your lockers like and go all out with like photos and like different things and like stick them on the outside of your locker, and even like fill your locker with things on the inside as well. And our school was like pretty small, so like the whole school would know that it's your birthday, and it was like a really big deal. And then there was this girl that I was like an acquaintance of, where she was in like the medium popular group, where she didn't really fit in with the popular girls, but she like kind of was invited to like some of the events. And I was definitely not popular at all in high school. I was definitely in like the outcast group. Like I had my own circle of friends that I would hang out with, but surprisingly enough, I was actually a very delinquent child in terms of like my studies growing up. And that's a whole different story. But this girl and I had like a bunch of classes together, so we would talk, and she ended up telling me like sometime around her birthday that these girls were bullying her and they started excluding her out of like events and hangouts and things like that, and she was really upset about it. And I knew that her birthday was coming up, and after hearing these stories, I knew that they probably weren't going to be decorating her locker. So I knew that this was like, first of all, just going to be a big deal for like any girl at our high school. And then secondly, like I knew that it would be a big deal particularly to her because like she was trying to be in like the popular crowd. So like her appearances really mattered to people. So like no one decorating her locker would be like a huge deal to her. And she had no idea, but I ended up printing a bunch of photos and like getting decorations and like decorating her locker like the morning of her birthday before school started. And